It's time for Real Talk with Cindy Barber. Stay tuned for conversation and information from her special guest. Now sit back and relax and enjoy Real Talk with Cindy Barber.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Real Talk with Cindy. Please let me know the city and state where you are joining me from, or the country we are joining me from. Please tag and share and let others know that we're here. Good evening, Felicia Beverly from New Jersey. God bless you. Glad to see you tonight. Please tag some people. Let them know that we're here. Amen. My guest is here. Please tag and share and let others know that we are here. I hope everyone has had an amazing day, an amazing weekend. Good evening, Kamani. God bless you. Please tag and share, everyone. Please tag and share and let others know that we are here. We are here. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not done so. Real Talk TV with Cindy Barber. Please subscribe. Also, if you'd like to be a blessing to Real Talk, please use one of these three ways to give. My Cash App is $ Cindy's Keys, or PayPal.me/Cindy R. Barber, or Zelle, ms.cindybarber@gmail.com. I want to thank many of you that have given to Real Talk. Thank you. It's greatly appreciated. We're going to be taking Real Talk on the road fairly soon. God bless you. God bless you. I see you coming on. Those of you that are on YouTube, welcome, welcome, welcome. Please tag and share and let others know that we are here. We need to see them. Also, if you have an announcement or advertisement for your business that you'd like me to advertise right here on Real Talk, please send it to my email, which is ms.cindybarber@gmail.com, or you can DM me. God bless you. God bless you. I see you coming on. Also, if you have admin or tech skills and would like to work with Real Talk, please inbox me or send me an email, ms.cindybarber@gmail.com. My sister Stacy from Connecticut, East Hartford, God bless you. Thank you for being on tonight. Please share, tag, And when we get started, give us some hearts, likes, thumbs up. God bless you. And God bless you. I see you coming on. I'm going to bring my guest on. Please tag and share as we're coming on. Good evening. Good evening, Cherrod. How are you?
Good evening. How are you, Cindy?
Good. I'm so
I'm
honored
great.
and glad to have you with me on tonight on Real Talk. It's such an honor to have you. And I'm just looking forward to this dialogue on tonight.
Yes, it's an honor to be here. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much. Thank you. So let's get started with, when did you begin singing? What age were you when you began singing?
Uh, age of 5, most likely.
Really?
Yeah, age 5.
Were you in the church when you started, or?
Yeah, I grew up in the church
hmm
through the instrumentality of my grandmother, my mom,
hmm
and we start singing. Excuse me. We start
uh
singing. I was, recordings with my mom. My mom was a soul singer as well. So she would be preparing for different events and learning
Right.
different material,
hmm
and I would just be humming along with her. And then she looked at me one day, was like, "Huh, okay." And then she started doing some recordings and stuff like that.
Wow.
Like, and it was like, it was fun. It was like I wanted to. My mom was doing it, so I was like, I want to do it too.
You want to do it right. Yes. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, 5 years old. That's amazing. So at 10 years old, were you still singing, or knowing that that's what you really wanted to do?
Yes. Music for me at that time, I discovered was like, so it was an art. I didn't know what the
Yeah.
word art meant back then, but I
Right.
knew it was something that I enjoyed. It was something that I saw brought like a lot of our friends and our families
hmm
together when we have events at home or go different places. Music was always involved. So it's
Right.
like everybody would start singing a very
hmm
familiar tune. And that's how it started. I was like, okay, this must be the thing.
Right.
I'm gonna do this.
So let me jump on this, right?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
I know your mom was proud.
Yes, extremely proud. She was very instrumental in my life and
hmm
an asset, always pushing and always encouraging me and my brother at the time to do good things and to pursue things. Yeah.
Right. Wow. That's amazing. That's wonderful. Now, who were some of your influences that really encouraged you besides your mom? What artists or that really influenced you to really want to pursue singing?
Wow. As I got, well, growing up, I'm starting from a younger age. I would just say it started with my mom, and then it started with at church, the
hmm
children's choir, stuff like that.
hmm
Um, my god sister, we call her Aunt Deborah.
Uh,
she she was very instrumental with the youth choir and
okay.
just being a part of that whole setup at
hmm
my beginning church, the King Emmanuel Missionary Baptist Church.
hmm
She was my main influence because you're young, you're not really traveling nowhere, you don't know different things,
Right.
and
Yeah.
you know it's the beginning stages for me. That
hmm
was most important. She would take us, she would train us, she
hmm
would give us music, she'd give us
Wow.
songs to lead. I'm like, I don't want to lead those songs. Even back
Right.
then, I'm like, I don't want to lead. I just wanted to sing,
hmm
not be in the forefront or anything like that. But that's how it started, and then it
Right.
grew. The level of it, we began to travel um,
hmm
with our family choir, the ensemble, Pritchard ensemble, and
hmm
begin to begin introduced to more artists and more arenas. Uh,
hmm
and that's how it started.
Wow.
The children's choir on 170 Adelphi Street. Uh,
hmm
I participated in that arena as
Uh-huh.
well, and other groups.
Right.
Just the New York scene. The New York scene is a
Yeah.
beast with so many wonderful artists,
That's the truth.
What better place than to get all the information that you need was in Brooklyn, New
Yeah,
York. I mean, that
yeah,
scene you had everyone. You had Bishop, you still have Bishop Jameson. You have Don McClurkin. The list goes on. I
oh,
mean,
yes,
it's
yes,
just
yeah.
so many hidden jewels in
Hmm.
New York that
It
helped
is.
build build where
Hmm.
we are today.
Yeah,
Just
that's
so
true.
many, just
That's
so
really
many.
true.
So there's a
James
lot of
Paul
artists.
is a
Yeah,
lot of them.
yeah, there's a lot of artists
Hmm.
that influenced me to want to sing and want to do and move where I am now. And I'm grateful for everyone.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's amazing.
yes. It's been a ride, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Now you are a writer, a songwriter.
Yes, ma'am.
How did you get started writing songs? And what was your very first song, if you can remember your very first song that you wrote?
Wow. Yes, I am a songwriter.
Hmm.
The very oh gosh, the very one of the very first songs I did write was I'm I'm living to live again.
Okay.
Haven't recorded it yet, but
Oh,
yeah, it's
okay.
one of the songs that I recorded. Well, not record. We did with my family group a while ago.
Hmm.
And the musician at the time, Pastor Roger Jean, shout out to him. He
Hmm.
was very instrumental in helping me to cultivate and develop that style and to bring the song into to make it sing to make it make sense. I had the
Right,
lyrics, but
right,
allowed me to like I gave him a beat that I wanted, but then he came up with a nice another style. I'm like, oh, I like this. Like, as long as my words are
right.
still there, don't change my words.
Yeah. Change the beat, but not your
Lots
words.
of long as my lyrics are there, okay. But
Right.
it made sense, and
Hmm.
it still it gave me more opportunity to learn a different style
Yeah.
and open my mind to more, different rhythms and beats and
Yes.
all
Yeah.
those tones are very important when you are
Yeah.
constructing and writing. So I was like, okay,
Hmm.
I like it. I like it.
Yes. Now, what kind of singer would you classify yourself as? Just a gospel singer, or what kind of singer would you classify yourself?
I'll say gospel singer.
Okay.
I mean, I gospel, yeah,
Yeah.
gospel
Hmm.
singer.
Have you ever been influenced by like jazz or anything like that?
um,
Basically, just gospel.
gospel.
Hmm.
There's some jazz stuff and some families from the South. So, there's definitely some quartet, a little quartet there.
Yeah, you
At
got to
times,
put that in there.
that some of those influences are there.
Hmm.
Just for those harder, rougher signature gospel songs that you got to press through and give your all in.
Yeah, right.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a mixture of things, but I love a lot of music. So I grew up
Yeah.
listening to a lot of great different types, all types of music.
Yeah.
Um, I even like
Yeah.
classical. I like opera. I like it all.
Yeah. Which is good. You kind of have to be well rounded, you know?
It's important because you're hearing a lot of artists' music, and I try to do some of that with
Hmm.
mine. Try to give you a variety with this project
Hmm.
that I'm glad that the Lord allowed me to do. Just try to be a little different. I mean,
Hmm.
like my style comes from a lot of the Brooklyn setup. So I
Yes.
try to stay true to my culture,
Yeah.
New York, and
Yeah.
just be who I am, what I grew up on, and continue to
Right.
keep a sound that people can appreciate.
Right. Absolutely. Now let's talk about your project.
Okay.
When did you begin recording? And um, it's a nice project. So
Thank
when
you.
did you record it? And you have several different soloist singers. You know, some people may know and some people may not know. But share with us about your project that you have out.
Okay. Well, a designer's heart. Well, being that my love is designing and styling.
Really?
Um,
Oh,
yeah, I wanted to wanted to do something that it's a little different. You know, we're living in a time where everybody's being creative. So we're creatives.
Mm-hmm.
We want to be able to showcase our artistry
Mm-hmm.
that's true to us. So I've been pondering about it for years. So I
Mm-hmm.
want to do something. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I knew I had material, and I knew
Mm-hmm.
that the best thing for me to do was to do something, create my
Mm-hmm.
own resume.
Right.
You know, as an artist, as a songwriter.
Right.
I think it's
Mm-hmm.
important that we say we do things and we say we're this, we're that,
Yeah.
but just me growing up, going through school and stuff like that, and one of these things stuck with me that this one professor said. He said, "You are your greatest limitation. There's nothing
Mm-hmm.
that you can and cannot do," and that always resonated with me.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
like you can't sit back and wait for somebody to say, "Hey, give me this, give me
Yeah,
that."
that's
You
right.
have to put yourself out there, and you
Mm-hmm.
have to be able to say, "This is what I'm doing." So it started that way,
Okay.
and like I said, the title came, um, "Designer's Heart." I'm like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
okay, well, I'm a designer. My heart is music. My heart is for God.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of, all of those things together
Right.
created what we have today. I started recording this. I want to say maybe about the process of me about 2 years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was a
Okay.
process of just getting just creating the ideas, the
Yeah.
music, what I want to do, who I need to reach out to,
Yeah.
and because as an indie artist, you have to be able to finance what you have to finance. So there's
That's
a lot of
right.
things that go behind it. You are your
That's
backing.
right. Yeah. Yeah.
You are your backing.
Right.
So anytime I know anybody that puts out music, I'm like, wow, this is amazing because I know
Mm-hmm.
you put your time, your effort. It's a lot of things you have to put into it to get it done.
You
Um,
do.
Not on a major recording label yet.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. That's
My
right.
own label, everything
Mm-hmm.
is self-made, and I thank God for the opportunity and the desire to do something on this level. So that's how it started. Getting the song. It's actually was supposed to be a full project. I said, I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna put everything out there. I'm gonna put all my music out there. I said, Cherrod, you don't want to bore the people. Don't bore them. Don't don't put out all your music there. Don't do
Right.
everything.
Yeah.
Just get something that's
Mm-hmm.
going to be an introduction.
Yeah.
And how we
Right.
have it. I have some wonderful artists on this
Yeah.
project that gave me a yes.
Mm-hmm.
The business was taken care of. So
Mm-hmm.
putting that out there, you got to take care of your business. That's why I say you got to take care of your business.
You
So
do.
all of the artists that have graced me on
Mm-hmm.
this project, I have Tiffany Andrews on here. She's
Mm-hmm.
to be praised.
Yeah.
I have Michelle Prather on
Mm-hmm.
Glorious God. I
Yes.
have Tremaine Graham.
Mm-hmm.
He's God Specializes.
Mm-hmm.
I have on God's on the Throne. I have Dr. Kevin Bond, narrator.
Yes. Yep.
Gotta have him on here, and he is
That's
Brooklyn, the Brooklyn
he is
orator.
Brooklyn.
Why
That's
not?
true.
He's family, definitely. He
Mm-hmm.
has to be on here. I have Evangelist Lillian Lloyd,
Yes.
and I have me. And I have a couple.
Right.
I have Markel Williams on here. I have Letitia Boyking and Tisha Teasley. Some other wonderful artists that I felt
Mm-hmm.
that needed to be a part of this project with me that graced me, and
Wow.
I'm grateful for them
That's
to be
and
part.
you say you have your own record label?
Yes, Cloud Music.
Okay. I think yeah, because I thought I saw Kamani. Yes, he put it on here. Yes. That's
Yes,
great. Now how was it hard for you to start your own record label or how did you start it?
started.
You just started it.
Started.
Mm-hmm.
Just like Nike said, just do it. Just do it.
Right.
Like a lot, you research.
Mm-hmm.
It's still work in progress. As anything that we are developing and that we're
Mm-hmm.
starting. But you got a vision, start it.
Yeah.
Don't wait. That goes back to me saying you are your greatest limitation.
Yeah.
you know, I never
Yeah.
thought that I would be doing something on this level, but who knows? You know,
Right.
you never know unless you just put yourself out there to do it, and you
Right.
never know where it can develop. I looked at other influencers and stuff like that that started
Mm-hmm.
theirs and they're doing theirs. I said, well, what's
Mm-hmm.
the difference between God's gonna respect the person? So why, you know, if it's in me to do, is my heart desire,
Right.
especially to glorify God on a level
Mm-hmm.
that's going to be beneficial. Why not do it?
Right. Exactly. Now, have you ever thought about having producing other indie artists to put on your record label?
I have. I have. I have. Yes.
Good.
I
Good.
have.
Good for you. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, what do you think is your biggest problem you have encountered in this journey as an artist? What do you think has been like a problem for you, or maybe it has not?
I don't think it's a. I don't think there's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of times people just want to see what you're going to do
Yeah.
before they can really jump on board. Because a lot
Right.
of times, you know, we talk a lot about what we're going to do and don't do it, but when
Mm-hmm.
people see it, you know, they're like some people just they have to see it before they can believe it.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, that's how some of us are. You know, like,
Right.
you know, we got to see. Let me see what you gonna do first before I even consider this. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
so there are some blocks and roads, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
not worried about that because whatever God has for me is for me.
It's for you. Right.
You know, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
not out here stepping on anybody's toes, or
Mm-hmm.
you know, I'm the type of person that's not jealous. You know,
Exactly.
I'm happy for everyone and all
Exactly.
and everyone's accomplishments. You know, but I
Mm-hmm.
realize that some are not happy for me. It's okay because
Mm-hmm. Right.
I'm doing this for to glorify God, and that's my
Mm-hmm.
purpose. And whenever you're doing something for God, you know, you just gotta be open. Like, okay, if this is for me, if God wants this to
It's
happen for me, it will
that's right.
happen. I don't have
That's
to
right.
finagle anything. I don't have to fudge my way through. I don't have to put on a
Right.
facade. I have to do any of that because I'm gonna just still be authentic and
Mm-hmm.
true to what God has called me to do. So
Right.
in anything, even in the professional level or any level, there are
Mm-hmm.
blocks, there are situations,
Yes.
but can't let that stuff get you down. You
No, you
know,
can't. You
I
can't.
have people have critique my projects or certain things, and I'm like, okay, that's great, thank you, appreciate it,
Right.
and you move on.
And
You
you keep
know,
moving. Keep it
but
moving.
today, were you there when I started this? Well, you did
Right.
you give me any money for this? So
Right.
what
You
do
have a
you
lot
have
to
to
say.
say?
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I find that people have a lot to say. The shoulda,
Right.
woulda, couldas. Well, you should have did this way. Well, I didn't see you cash at me nothing.
Nothing. But they can
I didn't see
always
you.
say
I
something
didn't see you do anything, but you got so much to say.
to say. Right. Yeah.
And I love our people. Our people are so funny. Why
Yeah.
we do this? We got so much to say. And what I find is sometimes those that are saying so much,
Mm-hmm.
they wish they could do it. And
Yeah.
that's okay. I mean,
Right.
I pray that you find the strength to do something on the level that you want to get it done,
Right.
but don't be a crab. Don't,
Right. Yeah.
don't
Right. To
have the
pull you
crab
down. Right.
mentality. Listen, we came through we're still in this pandemic, coming out of it, whatever you want to call it. Listen, the times are where it is, and people are still
Yeah.
people. I don't
That's
understand it.
right.
I don't
Yeah.
understand it. Where's the love at?
Right.
I
Absolutely.
don't know. I don't
I,
know.
I, yeah. I don't know.
I don't
It's
know.
somewhere.
Yeah,
But like you said, you gotta just keep it moving.
yeah, you have to.
Keep it
That's what I can say.
moving.
Anybody, I'm not worried about the negative stuff, the negative energy. It's actually nice because you're adding to it. You're adding to the pot.
Yeah. Exactly.
Either way you put it, you know, I look at it like
Right.
that. Thank you.
And you've gotten some attention. You've
I
given them
mean,
some
to God
attention.
be the glory. To God be the glory.
Right, exactly. Now, when you travel and go out to sing, do you take a choir with you or a group of singers, or you just use tracks?
Well, actually, um, the opportunity, I have not been anywhere because of this whole pandemic. But
Yeah.
the goal is I have like a set few singers that will travel, that will do stuff, that
Mm-hmm.
are to do stuff like that. So I'm grateful for them.
Yes.
Tracks, whatever. It depends on what the situation is.
Yeah.
Where we're going. Who's
Mm-hmm.
the setup. So that's all predicated on that. But I do
Mm-hmm.
have my producer, my family, Maurice Perry. He's phenomenal. I love him. He's
Mm-hmm.
amazing. He's available um,
Mm-hmm.
when needed. And singers, yeah, we
Yeah.
got together.
Right. Now, what do you enjoy most about singing? What do you enjoy most about it?
It's the art of expression. It's therapy.
Yeah, that's true.
Singing, excuse me, singing is
Mm-hmm.
therapy. Um, it's an opportunity to just give your voice, to tell your story, to tell your journey, to tell your
Right.
accomplishments, to tell your
Mm-hmm.
goals,
Mm-hmm.
and also to uplift someone. Everybody's looking for all of the what, like my brother would say. He said, "Running biscuits." I'm not giving you running biscuits. I'm giving you me. You
Right.
know, I'm giving
Mm-hmm.
you anointing. I'm giving you what God has called me to be. I'm not out here trying to be the next so and so. I'm grateful for
Mm-hmm.
so and so what they do, but that's what they do. I'm out here
Right.
doing what I do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing what I'm doing to let others know. Let others know.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, to let others know that there's still room for you to do what you do. Because sometimes everybody can go to one mode and say, "Oh, this is where you have to go. This is where you have to stay."
Right.
Let's not be carbon copies.
Right.
What
Absolutely.
happened to the flat-footed singers?
Right.
I've been those
Absolutely.
times. What happened to all of that? With
Mm-hmm.
the combination of everything else. You
Yeah.
know, you got to be different as artists. You got to be different.
You really do. You
You
do.
got to be different. You got to do something that's like, okay, well, so and so, so and so, so. Okay, well, not knocking them, but you should be you. And if that's how you sound, I love it. I appreciate it. Not
Right.
knocking anybody's artistry because I feel like anytime you able to step in front of anyone, it takes
Mm-hmm.
a lot because you have to put your mentals in it, you have to put everything together, and
That's right.
outside of everything that's going on, you're still a
Mm-hmm.
person. You still
Mm-hmm.
have an everyday life. You still got everything that everybody else contends with on a daily basis. So you're really no different from anybody else that's
Right.
out there. You just have the opportunity to do something.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, during this process with the recording, the project, and working with different singers and different artists and different musicians, what have you learned about yourself since you became an artist? What have you learned about yourself?
I've learned that I can do it. I was, I
Yeah.
was, I was really, I was really shocked. Let me tell you something, y'all. I was like nervous because just coming
Oh,
from my
sure.
background of growing up of
Mm-hmm.
singers and being around great musicians, I was
Yeah.
like, I'm like, I don't want to do injustice. I want to
Mm-hmm.
do, I want to do something that's gonna be like, okay, you did good.
Right.
So, what I learned in the process is that timing is everything. That's number
Yes.
one.
Yes.
Um, I had some hiccups along the way, but I learned that timing is everything. Delayed doesn't mean denied.
Right.
Um, it's just getting the right pieces together
Yeah.
to make it work is important. And I think
Mm-hmm.
a lot of times when we want things to happen so badly in the situation, it may not be the right mixture. You ever
Yeah.
ate food and you threw it together? It's like, dang, I missed that ingredient.
Right.
It's the
Mm-hmm.
same thing. Anything that we do, you got to make sure that you have the right ingredients there, and it has to
Mm-hmm.
create a harmonious aroma.
Mm-hmm. Right.
That's to the palate. Like, okay, I think this could work. This
Yeah.
with this that mixture that is
Right.
going to work. That it has to soothe the palate, it has to soothe your understanding, has to be a
Right.
piece about it. If you sometimes you could be working with people and they're not giving you 100%, but you ready
Yes.
to go. You might be the person that might be there all the time for somebody else when they call you, like, all right, let's do this, and
Mm-hmm.
you're there for them, and then you're starting to do your thing, and then sometimes
Mm-hmm.
you don't get the same cooperation. That can be discouraging.
Right.
It
That's
can be
true.
discouraging, but you got to look at it from this level. Don't let it be a deterrent, because
Absolutely.
sometimes when you know you have something good and you know you really doing something to glorify God, there
Mm-hmm.
will always be some type of an addendum that would try to throw you off track,
That's
that would
right.
try to discourage you
Mm-hmm.
and send you around in loopholes like 40 years. I got 40 years, children. Listen, I need to get to this promised land.
Right.
you know,
Exactly.
like so there are some loopholes that may like, okay, why am
Mm-hmm.
I going around this cycle? Why am I doing this? Why am I chasing this? Why am I
Mm-hmm.
doing that? And
Mm-hmm.
it would be exhausting, but you gotta stay focused. For me, I had to stay focused on the the ending, the result. I had to stay
Right.
focused on that, because if I didn't, I probably was like, oh, okay, maybe next year.
Yeah.
So
You just keep putting it off and putting it
yeah,
off.
with
Mm-hmm.
great people, and then that's why it's important that you surround yourself with people that are like-minded, that encourage you along the way. To, say, hey, because when
Right.
I worked on this
Mm-hmm.
quietly. I didn't make no announcement about it. I just said I
You
want
just
to.
did it.
I just did it and dropped it. Out
Right.
of the blue. I guess you could call me my minimal Beyonce, just dropping stuff out the way.
Right.
I ain't
Right.
gonna, bam, it's here. So I
Yeah.
mean, like that was my that's what I wanted to do. I
Mm-hmm.
everything that I wanted to do in this project, I executed how I wanted to get it done.
Right.
You know,
Absolutely.
to say, hey, this is how so you can never go back and say, because sometimes when you're in a situation, they're like, oh, you can't do like this. You should do like that. Blah 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 blah. And then you're like, okay, you're
Mm-hmm.
not really satisfied. But I can
Mm-hmm.
truly say I'm satisfied with the process and how everything went, even the ups and the downs. It was
Yeah.
worth it.
Because it is a process.
Yeah,
It is a
definitely.
process, every step of the way. Now, is there an artist that you would love to collaborate with, or someone you have dreamed of collaborating with?
That's um. There are so many.
Oh,
Um,
really?
Overall, I have a lot of artists that I really enjoy. Um, Anybody that knows me, I'm going to say this. Um, PJ Morton, love him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's good.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I don't know, just his music is just like, he's amazing. He's a beast
He's so creative.
within itself.
Hmm.
I was listening to my music the other day, and I was like, oh my god, he got another album out. I like download it.
Yeah,
And like,
fast.
it's just like there's certain musical influences out here that you could just listen to and
Hmm.
just like find a way to be encouraged, how to get through. And he's definitely one of them. He's been one of
Yeah,
those
he's
many
wow.
years.
Yeah,
Um,
he's
I would say on that major level. I mean, they're all on major levels.
yeah.
I can't think of anyone else. I guess more so anyone else I might name. It's probably just to write for them or to just submit
Oh, okay.
music to them.
Hmm.
Would be great opportunity to do so.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. I don't want to put those names out there before somebody out there try to run and get to them before me. I am not saying your name.
But your sound will be different.
Yeah,
Your
definitely.
sound will be
It's
different.
different. It's different.
Yep.
Music is different. Yeah.
Yeah. It would be different.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to someone who's interested in becoming an artist, an indie artist? What advice would you give them?
To continue to study and to learn your craft and to
Yeah.
understand the dynamics of what the music is, what you're going into. It's just like when you go for a job interview, sometimes you don't know what the company is about, but you'll let me just kind of
Mm-hmm.
read up on it. Or you may know of a company and you like, I really like this company, and like then
Yeah.
you just do your research. Do
Right.
your research, see what goes on, and see,
Mm-hmm.
the time, and you know what you have to do, like how many projects a person, a particular artist you may like have out, like
Mm-hmm.
what they process. Just
Mm-hmm.
learn the process. Your process may not be their process, but at least it give you an understanding of what a process can look like.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
I'll always
Mm-hmm.
say, definitely, if you want to be an artist, and your singing is great, definitely do it. There's
Yeah.
always studying opportunities that we should look into all of those dynamics that's going to help enhance what you do on a operational level. But
Yeah.
definitely stay prayerful and what you
Definitely.
that's the most important thing. Stay
Right.
prayerful and
Mm-hmm.
understand the assignment, and understand if this is the assignment that you are leaning towards.
Mm-hmm.
Because many are called, but few are chosen. But
That's right.
you want to make sure, and then it's just where God will give you the desires of your heart.
Yeah.
So make sure you're doing it to make a difference, not doing it just to say, "Oh, I'm going to do it because I know I'm the baddest singer, I know I'm the baddest artist." Trust me, I know a lot of artists,
Oh yeah.
that
Yeah.
are great, and they're
Mm-hmm.
just great at what they do, and they are not hitting the big stages.
That's
And
right.
if that's just your goal, to hit the big stage, and you get there and then you're not doing nothing else, then what's next? You got to have some more substance. You got to have
Yeah.
some more worth
It's a lot of
added to
competition.
it so that you can sustain.
Mm-hmm.
You
Right.
got to do the background work. You may have to join a choir. You may have to sing background for somebody. You have to
That's
learn the
true.
process. You may have to go to events. You may have to do certain
Mm-hmm.
things to be recognized. Like, oh, I've seen you before. Like with me, like
Yeah.
I grew up in the Brooklyn scene. I've sung with many great choirs. I mean, that we know of today that are doing
Mm-hmm.
awesome work. My family, one of my big choirs of all time, Professor James Hall, Worship and Praise. I mean, listen, you can't get no grander than that. I mean, like
That's
you have
right.
to be able to do the
Mm-hmm.
work and be a part and learn what's going on. To sit and understand and study underneath great
Right.
people is important. It's
Mm-hmm. It is. That's so true. What skills have you learned that helped you as a soloist along this journey? What skills have you learned?
okay. I've learned how to become a better writer. Uh,
Mm.
that's understanding the changes, and learning how to hear differently,
Mm-hmm.
um, different rhythms. I mean, I studied music as well, in high school.
Okay.
Um,
Right.
and like I said, I grew up in the household of music, so I just learned how to develop a different style, um,
Mm-hmm.
within that skill area. My singing, um, has really grown. I consider myself just a background singer, y'all. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not. But I love my tenor style. Um, how it's been stretched. I've
Yes.
been able to do some unique things with it. Um,
Right.
even when I've been on like different tours and stuff, trying different operatic stuff in different tones, I'm like, oh
Mm.
wow, I never thought I could do this.
Wow.
So being in a place, and being open minded is
Mm-hmm.
very important. You can't be closed minded. I would say
Mm-mm.
you got to give it a try and see,
Mm-hmm.
because you never know, your style, your flavor could be the missing ingredient to what's needed.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
You can't
Yeah.
self doubt yourself.
Yeah.
You just got to move in the timing of God. And
Mm-hmm.
I've learned that. I'm learning that even the more, to move in the timing of God. You do what you do,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna do. You do what you do, and I'm gonna do what I do.
Right.
And
Absolutely.
that makes us all uniquely different.
That's true. That's very true.
So those different skills coupled together allow me to be where I'm at right now, writing
Yeah.
and singing. I'm doing some singing on the project. You know,
Yeah.
said before, I didn't want to sing. I'd rather just do background. But I said, Cherrod,
Really?
this is, yeah, I said, Cherrod, this is your project. So
Mm-hmm.
you need to do something.
Right.
So I did
Yes.
something, and then, had some great influences that worked along with me to
Mm-hmm.
ensure that Cherrod, okay, this is good. Okay, Cherrod,
Mm-hmm.
no, let's try this. So I'm not ashamed to say that I receive help when needed.
Exactly.
The scariest thing that a person can do is feel like they got it all figured out themselves
That's right.
and not lean on someone and say, hey, what do you think
Mm-hmm.
about this?
Right.
But thankfully, and I'm gonna say this publicly, thankfully, a lot of the stuff that was done was in sync with what I wanted to do. But
That's
still, I
good.
wanted to have a second ear.
Yes.
And one of my brothers was very instrumental in that. He's on here singing as well. A couple of my
Mm-hmm.
brothers were very instrumental in that. Tremaine Graham was very
Mm-hmm.
instrumental in that, and I thank him for that. And he's
Oh yeah.
killing on
Yeah.
God
Yeah.
specializes. I'm telling you,
God
talk about
specializes in.
soprano. Woo, woo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And my other brother, Josh Wingate, he's just amazing, and so I'm so
Mm-hmm.
proud of him. Man, he's just a writer
Mm-hmm.
within himself. He got some music out there too. Sorry, I'm doing a shameless plug.
That's good. No
But
problem.
I come to celebrate in Tremaine too. He has a wonderful project too. I come to
Mhm.
I don't have a problem celebrating
Other people.
every other artist.
That's
I
right.
don't. When I tell y'all I'm not selfish,
Mm-hmm.
I am not selfish. I don't have a problem celebrating everybody else because I feel like when you do that, you're creating a camp. You're creating an
Mm-hmm.
atmosphere of loyalty and strength.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
listen, there's many people that counted me out, and there's still to this day. But it's okay. I love you anyway.
Right.
But
Exactly.
you
Right.
have to break through
Uh-huh.
all of that monotony. You got to break through all of that and just like, listen, I'm still here. And
Yeah.
regardless how you like it or not, it's only because of the grace of God, God's
Mm-hmm.
mercies. I mean, it endures forever. So I'm grateful for all of these
Mm-hmm.
great men and women of God. I'm telling you.
Right. Absolutely. So what's next for Cherrod? What's next for you?
Well, we're going to see what the Lord says.
Okay.
There's some great things that's lined up that I
Okay.
cannot disclose at the moment. But definitely, one thing I can say, more music will be coming. Definitely, that is a
Good.
definite.
Mm-hmm.
There's some other arenas that we want to tap into that I've tapped into before, but there's some more opportunities that are coming on a larger scale. So I'm grateful for that.
Oh
And
wow.
hear more about that as time rolls on.
That's great. Yeah.
But more music is coming.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely, if there are any workshops anybody wants me to come to, you can reach out to Kamani Davis. He is the
Yes.
manager. He's awesome. I thank God for him. He's just
Yeah.
amazing. He does a lot of great things with me, and I appreciate all of his work. So definitely,
Yes.
Kamani Davis, if you want me to come to a city near you, I'm there.
Right.
But just realize I still work now.
Right.
I still have as they call it, 9 to 5.
9 to 5.
So
That's good for
yeah,
you.
I still work. To God be the glory. I do believe
Yes.
in working. Um, Man, that don't work, don't eat.
That's
You
right.
gotta
Are you a
work.
designer as well? You mentioned something about a designer.
Yes,
Okay.
I designing is my passion. As we know, in seasons of designing, clad New York is
Mm.
my line. Just released some great sneakers. If you are interested in some sneakers, come and check
Wow.
it out. I'm telling you, they're amazing. They're dope. They're on my page. Get the
Okay.
link. Got some nice women's shoes up there too. Listen,
Really?
come and check me. I've been doing this for a while. They
Yeah.
try to count me out, but I've been doing this for years.
Wow, that's amazing.
I've been doing this. I'm telling you, it started the instrumentality of my, like I said, my mom, my grandmother, parents, stuff like that. But my godmother, I made a barrier. God rest her soul.
Yeah.
She was the instrumentality. She was the church seamstress. She used to put my suits together, my designs, all my little techniques. I used to be in her fabric room, just playing with the machines and stuff like that, messing up stuff.
Right.
But she never stopped me. She always encouraged me, and I thank God for that.
Yeah.
For
Wow.
that birthing. You know, it just starts, you know, you never know what young people are doing. Like a lot of times you got young people that play the drums, beat on your pots and pans. And then, you know, they grow to be like one of the world famous drummers. I know
That's
a
right.
lot of them to this day. Like
Me
they
too.
was growing up beating on my
Hmm.
pots and pans. I was telling them to stop. But you never know what those beginning stages are
That's
like.
right.
It's up to you as a parent, you
Hmm.
as the guardian, to nurture it. Like, oh, I see you
Hmm.
got skill now. Okay, let me put you in dance. Let me put you in writing. Let me
Yeah.
put you in this. Understand and have the eye to see what your young people are doing.
That's
You
right.
never know. You
You
never
really
know.
don't.
Yeah. One of my
The sky's
other,
not small beginnings.
yeah,
Hmm.
I'm telling you, it started like with me, with music at home and then the style, you know, all that coupled together. Because like my mom would dress me, my brother, we would be killing it on Sundays. Have
Hmm.
our loud hats and stuff. I've been wearing hats since I was young. Yeah, with
Wow.
hats and
Yeah.
bow ties and suit shoes, 3-piece suits,
Yeah.
trench coats, long coats. I'm telling you,
Hmm.
just the whole. I mean, one year we did a Miami Vice theme. It was,
Oh, wow.
it's like, you know, so I all that stuff really
Hmm.
came from home, like with themes and
Yeah.
patterns and getting things together. So like
Right.
that's what my album is about, a designer's heart. So
Yeah.
the part of everything that I love,
Hmm.
designed together, music, fashion, God, family.
That's
Listen,
good.
I infused everything in that project, even to the down to the colors, color scheming of what colors my parents like, what I like, my brother like, all that is together.
Yeah.
So it's
That's great.
vibrant, it's bright, it's different. It's
Right.
out the box for me. But you know what? Hey, I'm out the box.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Now you're a preacher as well.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Good. That's nice. How long
Yes,
have you been preaching?
well, I've been preaching. Well, I wouldn't say all my life.
Wow.
I want to say all my life. Really, honestly, I would say, you know, it's just really started um, as a young guy, teenager,
Hmm.
wanted to encourage my friends and my family, and it just kind of developed that way. We would have
Hmm.
prayer, stay on the phone, and Kirk. A lot of young people were going through at the time. A lot of my friends. So I don't know, just like it seemed like I was the person that God chose to help encourage people along the way. And I'm
Yeah.
not knocking it. I'm just grateful that God gave me the strength to stand
That's
and the
right.
fortitude
Yeah.
to contend in everything
Hmm.
that was going on. But officially, I've been preaching over almost, I want to say, almost 7 years now.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah,
But
officially, I'll say,
right,
on
officially.
an
Right.
official level.
Right. Absolutely. Well, I
Yeah.
want to thank you so much for being with me tonight and with our viewers as well.
Yes.
We learned a
Thank you,
lot
everybody.
about you. And thank you so much. And as everyone can see, information is on the screen where you can follow him on his Facebook page.
Yes.
And Kamani put here, ordained preacher.
Thank you, Kamani.
Yes, that's your manager. But I
Yes.
want to
Yes.
thank you so much for being a part, and everyone that have watched and will watch the replay on YouTube as well as the Facebook page. I want to
Yes.
thank you so much for joining us on tonight, and I look forward to bringing more guests like him back on Real Talk. I have interviewed at least over 150 people in the past 2 years, so God has been good to this format. I've had major artists on here as well as indie artists and different platforms where we discuss different things. So I just thank God for this platform. I did it during the time of the pandemic, so it has really evolved. So I thank God for what He has done, and I want you to come back again on Real Talk, especially to talk about your next CD that you'll be putting out, and then some more about your clothing line.
Yes. Thank you so much, Cindy. I appreciate this platform. I appreciate the work that you're doing and all of your efforts and all of your everything that you contribute to the work of artistry. You know,
Yeah,
we need more of this And I believe that you are doing a phenomenal job.
Thank
I
you.
speak success and I speak blessings. I
Thank
speak
you.
wealth and everything
Yes.
you put your hands to, that nothing turns black, but it
Yes.
turns into diamonds.
Yes, absolutely. Well, thank you so much. I received that. I really do. Thank you so much. And I look forward to seeing everyone again. And you stay there, Cherrod. So I want to say good night to everyone and thank you so much. And we look forward to seeing you again. God bless you. God bless you.
Thank you so very much for tuning in to Real Talk with Cindy Barber. We hope you have been informed and inspired by the conversation on this evening. You can contact Cindy Barber on Instagram at CindyRBarber04. You can email her at ms.cindybarber@gmail.com or the YouTube channel at Cindy R. Barber. You can also contact Cindy about having your event advertised on Real Talk with Cindy Barber. Cindy looks forward to you joining her next week for another informative conversation right here on Real Talk with Cindy Barber. Until then, have a great evening.